GameSpot users, tremble and behold, for the evil eight is upon thee. That's pretty good, right?
You proud of yourself?
Yeah, I am. Gotta get dramatic, man. The all-time greatest game villain contest. Round 3 voting has concluded and round 4 has begun. We're down to 8 villains. Chris Waters and Tom McShea here to give you the breakdown. But before we get into round 4, Tom, let's talk round 3. Things shook out pretty much as you might predict. Like a lot of, good victories, not blowouts, but there was one match that was super close and was really right down to the wire.
Shao Kahn versus General Ram.
General Ram and Shao Kahn. This was, at one point, like 15 minutes before, they were separated by 7 votes, folks. This was really close. The game companies involved with each villain got out the vote. They got on their Twitter feeds. Ed Boon was promising, what did he promise on
He was going to reveal a new Mortal Kombat character.
That's some high stakes. Yet Shao Kahn went down when Cliff Bleszinski Rod Ferguson got on his Twitter account, promised XP bonus for Gears of War. A lot of cool promises coming out of there. Shao Kahn goes down, Ram goes into the 8, and let's talk about Ram's matchup in the Evil 8. That gentleman is?
Dr. Breen.
Dr. Breen. All right, now, Tom and I are going to do something a little bit different here, folks. We're going to take a side. I'm saying Ram is going to steamroll Dr. Breen. He's got the momentum, and he has a scary face.
Good points. But if Breen wins, there would be 2 in a row, because last year we had the star of Half-Life 2, the hero.
That's true.
Win the whole thing.
Gordon Freeman.
Gordon Freeman wins. And now we have the villain. Half-Life 2 is on a roll.
Is looking really strong. Yeah, but Breen, he's sort of a subtle manipulator. I think the strength of Ram's campaign and the strength of his, big hulking alien biceps. Is that going to help him out? Maybe, maybe not. Next up, it's Kerrigan versus Bowser. My money's on Scary Zerg Lady.
I'm taking the Lizard King.
Yeah?
I'm taking King Koopa.
You're taking the Master Abductor.
I'm taking the shelled villain.
Okay.
That's what I came up with as a nickname.
I mean, it's not exactly catchy.
No.
As catchy as Zerg Queen, the Queen of Blades. I mean, come on. Kerrigan looks the part. Of course, Bowser has her match for looks.
He's also been in a few more games.
That's true.
79 games compared to 2.
That is a science fact.
There you go. I just came up with that one. He's got 20 years of momentum.
That's true.
That's tough to go against.
However, talking about momentum, StarCraft 2, fresh on store shelves, people still caught up in all that. Maybe that'll help.
Maybe Galaxy 2.
That's true.
Pretty big momentum there. This is a big time matchup.
This is going to be a tough one. And who do we have on the other side of the bracket? Yes, it's Diablo versus Darth Vader. Tom, who do you like?
I'm taking the guy who's been in big movies.
Big movies, okay.
It's kind of chintzy because we're drawing on his movies as much as his games.
That's true.
But the man punts Wookiees.
That's a pretty sinister thing to do. And the movies is a good point, though this is the all-time greatest game villain contest. Any PR is good PR, am I right? He gets his face out there. You kind of know his origin story. Diablo, though, is like the eternal evil. He's the devil.
He's also appeared in books.
All forms of media.
Yeah, he's a pretty iconic character.
It's true. Whether people are going to make the connection between the literal devil and Diablo remains to be seen. I think the Blizzard fan base is going to motivate here. They've been getting the word out on their forums. 2 Blizzard villains in the Elite 8. That's a pretty significant percentage.
That's a tough one. But I mean, Darth Vader, he has a theme song.
That is true.
Yeah.
Can't argue with a theme song. The last matchup here in the Elite 8 is Ganondorf versus the Joker. The Joker? Joker? What do you prefer?
I like the Joker.
Yeah. Is he your guy in this one?
I think he's running away with this one.
Really? Running away?
Okay, first of all, you got the iconic performance in the movies.
Sure.
Heath Ledger. But in the last game, voiced by Mark Hamill from Star Wars, he was an awesome villain. He was funny, he was insightful.
I
love to hate him.
And I think a lot of people do too. You're playing up the popularity point. I think that's a really good one. But come on, Legend of Zelda, one of the most iconic franchises in video game history. Ganondorf/Ganon has been the bad guy, consistently throughout that. And I think that people will go with the video game solidarity.
It's also, he's got 20 years. 23 years of momentum, I think it is. This is a tough guy to knock down.
And personally, I think this could be the matchup that decides the eventual winner. Ganondorf is my choice to win, so I'm backing him all the way.
Of these 8, I think he's going to win it all. I think this is it. I think this is the finals right now.
This is the finals. Any match could be the finals in the Elite 8, folks. All these villains are there. Their fate is determined by you, the voters. Be sure to vote. Hope your bracket's doing well. Tune in next week to see how the Evil 8 shakes down into the Fearsome 4 as GameSpot continues our all-time greatest game villain contest.